Hi, my name is Tijuana Edwards, and I'm testifying on the They Overcame by. Um, when I was in my younger days, my younger years, my teenage years, I got mixed up with the wrong guy. It did seem like the wrong guy at the time, though. But after a couple of years, we was together for about 5 years. After a couple of years, he just changed, and I couldn't figure out why. But he had started smoking crack and being abusive to me and cursing me out. I knew something was up when he started cussing me. He had became so jealous and enraged that he didn't even want nobody to speak to me. I couldn't go nowhere. I was young too. I wanted to get out and enjoy my life, but he wouldn't allow me to go nowhere. One day we was at the store and a guy spoke to me. He left there. We took me back home and went and shot up the boy's house. Now that's crazy, foolish. In 1989, he finally, one night, a night in 1989, he shot up over my head. I said, I'm going to wait till he go to sleep, and I'm sneaking out. So when he went to sleep, I went out of that window. I walked all the way across town over to my friend's house. And stayed up in the house for about 2 weeks, and she just begged me every day, come on, girl. No, that day she begged me. She begged me every day, but I would be like, no, I'm not going out. But finally, she talked me into it, talking about running up to A&M to take back some books. So I was like, ain't couldn't no harm being that. Just get out and ride right up the street to A&M. But we stopped at the little corner gas station on Pulaski Pike in Winchester. Next thing I know, she hadn't even got out the car to pump the gas yet. Here this man, my friend, my ex-friend, knocking on the window with the gun, telling me, get out the car. So I told Carol, my friend Carol, she was driving, I told her to punch it. And I looked back to see what he was doing. And that's when he shot me. The bullet went through her loofah and through her glass in the corner and hit me in my eye right here and lodged behind my sinuses. But I didn't know that at the time. I didn't even know I was shot. So we started going down the street, and I felt something running down my face, and I put my hand up there, and I flipped down the visor. I said, this fool just shot me. So she told me, I'm going over our house. I said, you better take me to the hospital. Rara is not a doctor. The Rara is my cousin. We went and turned out on Winchester, went down to Blue Springs, and then we turned on Maston Lake Road, and we got right in front of Davis Hill School, and I seen a fire truck. So I told her to pull over. There go a fire truck. So we pulled over. That was the last thing I remembered. But anyway, she had gave them all the guys information that shot me. They went over there to pick him up, and they let him walk right through them. So I'm in the hospital. And they hadn't caught him yet, so couldn't nobody come see me but my mom and my dad. They had a police escort at my door. He was so crazy, he called up to the hospital after he had done it, calling, talking to my mother, telling me he was out of town. And that's a crazy man. Anyway, time went on. They finally found him in the outhouse in Triana. And he went to prison. And then after that, I had moved in my own place. And next thing, I had my uncle staying with me, my Uncle Marcus. Next thing I know, this guy I'm laying down and somebody knocks at the door. And I asked Marcus, who is it? And he says, this guy that shot me. And he let him in the house. The man had escaped and came over there where I lived and told me I could pack up me and the baby stuff because when I went to the hospital, I found out I was pregnant by him. And my whole family got together because I'm the only child. And they told me, you got to get rid of it. So I was like, I'm not getting rid of my baby. They was like, you're going to have ties with him forever. That ain't what God said, though. What God says goes. So my daughter is 24 years old right now. And he just got out of prison this year. So time went on. I got on crack after that. God is so good, y'all. He delivered me. I was using crack for over 10 years. In hell, that's what that is. The pits of hell. And drugs ain't nothing but a tool from Satan. So, went on to 2004, and I had a brain aneurysm. Now, mind you, I was covering it up real good. My crack use, that is. Going to work and everything. Had a car, a house. But everything you do in the dark will come to the light. Anyway, I had my brain aneurysm, and that was the best thing that ever happened to me besides falling in love with Jesus. I was in the nursing home for 6 years, couldn't do nothing. And so when I got out of the nursing home, I was in there, I had to learn how to do everything all over. Walk, talk, feed myself. I was in diapers. Can you imagine having your whole life turned upside down in 1 second? But God can flip it back over for you. Anyway, I had to learn how to do everything, how to talk. But as soon as I could talk, I was going through that nursing home reading our daily bread to anybody that would allow me. I had that hunger for the Lord, that real hunger. And he satisfied me too. So when I got out, I joined Mount Calvary, got baptized. And I went in working. I didn't go in to sit down. I'm an usher, I'm a greeter, I'm a deaconess, I'm in the choir. But this is what God can do. When I couldn't stand up and walk, I talk. Now I'm able to show God's love and to share my testimony with the world.